Divine Greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is Madhu Soni, welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group Masters. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your time, space, and energy with each other. So, as you all know, we give our respects, regards, and gratitude to all the masters. Second, yeah. Oh, some issue going on with the light. 1 second. Yeah. So before we go ahead, we always give our gratitude, respects, and regards to the masters. So let us join our hands and then start the session. So we begin by giving our thanks, gratitude, our respects and regards to all the masters. And we are really grateful, blessed to have them in our lives. We are we give our regards to our divine beings, ascended masters, Param Guru Mandali masters, Saptarishi Mandal masters, White Brotherhood, White Sisterhood, and also the masters from the astral realms who are connected with the Most High, masters who are connected with the pyramid world, crystal worlds, the teachers, gurus, healers, mentors, and the guardians. We give our gratitude to all the guardians and protectors of us and Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe. We invoke Father Universe, Mother Earth, and also we invoke Mother Nature. We invoke our cosmic energy, the white light energies. We give our gratitude, respects, and regards to our great grandmaster Pitama Brahmrishi Patrichi Mahavatar Babaji. We also give our respects and regards to the spirit animal, the spirit guides, the spirit kingdom, as well as all the masters who are archangels, angels, loved ones, ancestors, guardian angels. Thank you so much for helping us, guiding us, and supporting us. We request each and every master to help us connect with their consciousness. Please help us align with the soul planning that we have curated for ourselves before birth, as well as help us align with the soul purpose. Help us align with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnation. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. Please help us connect with your consciousness, the wisdom that you got, the knowledge that you got. May we also get the same. Please help us to walk this path of truth and connect us with truth energies, honesty, compassion, and kindness with unconditional love. Thank you so much, Masters. Let there be peace in our lives. Please help us again by helping us, showing us the right path where we can involve ourselves with unconditional love, peace, and happiness and joy. Thank you so much. So, Masters, as you all know, we are doing our the book read, as well as we are also doing the wisdom sharing sessions that we always do every day, right? So today also, the wisdom that is there, it's let me share it with you all. I hope I will. So it was a very wonderful quote that I found, and it really is meaningful, and definitely it makes sense. That is why we always share, right? So let me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. Hmm. So this is 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So this quote says, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face." Meaning, I hope you all can see that, right? I shared it. You all can see that. Give me a thumbs up if you can see. If you have, okay, let me do this. Okay. I expanded this, zoomed it. So anyhow, this quote says, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face." Very simple. Sometimes what happens? Sometimes people are there to bully us. Sometimes we get scared because we are fearful that what will happen. Sometimes we are anxious. Sometimes we don't want to take steps to, uh, you know, um, go in front of someone or face them and just say, yes, okay, you want to, you know, argue or you want to fight. Sometimes you don't want to react to that, but sometimes you just stand there and look at them and you ignore all these, whatever they are portraying, right? And you just look at them and just think, is it really necessary for me to even argue? or fight. So sometimes we choose our battles. We choose our battles wisely, right? But are these battles important? Only then we choose to fight, right? Only then we should go ahead and respond to such comments. But apart from that, whatever makes us fearful, whatever makes us scared, what do we do? Basically, they are actually, it can be people, it can be situation, events that makes us or anything that we want to initiate. Sometimes people put us in that initiation position that okay, you take the center stage, or you start talking. And then what happens to people? They start feeling as if, they are not there anymore, and they can't talk, they become shy, they become anxious, some people are very depressed, so they cannot get out of their own trauma. And that is why they don't get that much courage, strength, or confidence. Some people are very anxious. So, and it is as if, they can't find that how to say, confidence. They cannot find that confidence. They feel very as if they panic about it, that how will I say, what will happen? And they get into that anxiety attack kind of state, and because they think, what will people assume? What will people think about me? So, but once you start facing your fears, once you start facing, okay, what happens? What will happen if I go on the stage? I will take my own time, and I will take my own time by speaking slowly, steadily, or maybe I will mug up something in my mind and I'll try to remember. But until and unless you do that, sometimes you have to face your fears, so that you once you start facing your fear, you become confident, you become more courageous, you become brave. So it will only happen only when you start facing those fears. Once you start standing in front of those fears and let your fears know that, yes, I am here, and now what next? I'm not going to move away from here. I'm going to face my fears. Have you ever seen your own self? Everyone has fears, masters. Everyone does get fearful. But are we, making those decisions for ourselves where we can actually fight those urges to bow down to someone, or to get bullied, or just be that courageous, brave soul where we can make our own decisions, and where we can go out and speak for ourselves, and just stand there and let everyone see you. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay. Let people make fun of you. Who cares? When people make fun of you, they actually show how they are, who they are, and why they are behaving like that. It is up to you. Once you start standing there, ignoring all those things, you are brave. You are courageous. You show them that yes, you are brave and courageous. It doesn't matter, and you can always say. Definitely, it might feel bad to you, but really get into that state of where I don't feel bad about it. Why are you laughing? Or just look them in the eye and just stand there and give yourself that time. Take your own time for any emotion, masters. Until unless you start facing your fears, until unless you start telling others also and your own self that yes, I can do that. I can do this. I can face my fears, and I'll stand up for myself. That in all is very important, masters. But if you don't do that, you will actually lose every battle in your life. But you have to come out of that. You have to lose, sorry, you have to lose this shy nature, that depressive nature. You have to lose that uh scaredy cat behavior, and you have to get out and win that battle for yourself, not for others, but for your own self. Even there are very how to say, there are some fights that are very subtle, but it goes on with your children, with your spouse. It can be with anyone, right? But it should be related to about you, basically telling you that I can, and I will, and I know how to fight this battle. Not every battle has to be fought, but we have to win every battle that is related to us. Meaning that if you feel that you're not respected at home, you are not taken care at home, Start taking care of your own self. Start giving time to your own self. Whatever energy you have given out, now stop doing that. Bring that energy to yourself. So every night, I think today, this is wonderful. I think I choose, it was called for, I've totally forgot about. Yesterday I spoke about this, that today we are going to bring our energy back. We are going to do this. Yes, after meditate, like during the meditation time, we are going to do that. But every night, let's sit for ourselves, meditation or not meditation, but sit on your bed and just close your eyes for 5 minutes and then start calling back your energy wherever you were the whole day. And whosoever's energy you have absorbed, first of all start releasing those energies. That if I have absorbed anyone's energies, I'm going to release it now. I release it now. Whichever is not my energy, I release it now. And it should be in a form of order, that you are ordering that. Okay, you are, as an authority figure, you are saying, I order any energies that are not mine. I ask them to leave me now, leave my body, leave my energy field, aura. I want each and every energy that is not mine to leave me now. And you start releasing when you breathe out. After 3 4 times and sitting for 5 minutes, then you start calling back your energy. So now, from the whole day, wherever you were, however you spent your day, with whomever you spent your day, in office, in college, in university, or wherever you were, right, whatever place. So start calling back your energy. Or from people also, you spoke with someone, so call back your energy from people, place, situation, event, and anything also. If you have used, call back your power, your energy. So as you inhale, we have to call back our power. Every day do this till the time you start feeling this yellow kind of energy coming to you. Okay, this will be your energy. But when you send out, at the start of this process, you have to release everybody else's energies. It can be in the form of black arrows going out from your body, okay, or black smoke, or some black aura kind of thing, something. So that should be released. But as you release, you will see the color of that thing that you're releasing. You will see that. If you are clairvoyant, definitely. If you can, that's okay. You can start feeling that your body is releasing something. So these are two ways where you can actually every day work on yourself. And you can face your fears every day. Face your fear, where you were, where you felt weak, where you were thinking that, okay, I lost my power in front of someone. I gave myself, basically, I lost that power. Somebody was saying and I could not answer back. That is where you lose your power. So that is also the way to gain that power, because you were fearful, you were not confident. Maybe that subject that they were speaking about, you don't know about that. But as soon as you started, when you came back home, and or maybe as soon as you came back on your seat, returned back, what happened? You start feeling that, why I was not able to speak, why I could not say that or this, or whatever it is. But at home, when you come back, you start doing that every day and start sending love energy. After doing this, first releasing and then calling back. After that, you start sending love energy. And always, during meditation time, you can always manifest also, as I told yesterday also. So anyhow, everyone has closed their videos. Is there something special that I can't see anybody's face today? So let's open our videos, masters. Right? Every day, make a point to come here. Definitely, you will not be on spotlight, but every day come here and open your videos and sit, so that we are actually having a discussion rather than just, this is not proper way of exchanging that energy, right? So let's see each other, give that a, nice vibration to each other rather than just sitting in closed containers, I would say. Anyhow, so masters, as you all know, I have been reading um, this Dr. Brian Weiss book, Only Love is Real. Okay. So this is the book, and the chapter I was reading was chapter 2, page number, yeah, I think yeah, page number 6. Yeah, page number 6 in this book. Okay, masters. In PDF, maybe it might be page number 8 or 10. Let me see. I have been reading, so it is here. How about I share this? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read it from here. Yeah. Let me share the screen so that everyone. So this is page number 11 in the PDF masters. Okay. So that everyone else can also read along with me. Okay. So here it is. So on page number 7, till now we have read about Elizabeth, and she goes to Miami where she had done her college. She got a scholarship, and then after that she goes on this exotic adventure. And now whatever, basically getting away from Minnesota, that is Midwest area in US, and basically her mother enjoys listening to her adventures, and mostly Elizabeth talks to her mother through phone and mails, right? But here she is her mother is also thinking of going to Florida, so she moves to South Florida with her daughter. After doing college, Elizabeth actually opened her accounting firm, and now it's growing. So most of her time goes into growing that business, growing that accounting firm, and she was very much absorbed with the work. But now there was something, a disaster struck, where her mother, Elizabeth's mother, got pancreatic cancer. So finally, you know, time and again they were going through all those healing process, everything. But she goes into coma after some certain time. But one day she says, Elizabeth's mother says that I am everyone knew at home, basically her brother, Elizabeth, and even father, her husband. Elizabeth's mother or Elizabeth's father also knew that now her wife has to go. So he was very stoical. He used to keep quiet. He was very aggressive and very, angry person also. So earlier, whatever anger had to come out, it would come out, but now it would be basically more quiet. He became more quiet because he also knew that now his wife has to go. So one day before going, Elizabeth's mother says to her that I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to be with you. I am going to, because she did not want to leave Elizabeth. Definitely, she was a very caring, loving person. She knew that, it is difficult to stay with her husband, but because of children, she stayed, because looking at her children. So there are times when, as mothers, as wives, we make those decisions because on the basis of the children that are there in our lives, right? Because they need us, they need the motherly care, love, and that was actually um, so giving mental pain to Elizabeth, basically. So anyhow, I'll read it from here. So Elizabeth painfully told me about her mother's courageous battle. So she's actually here. Dr. Brian Weiss is telling about Elizabeth, that she told about her mother and how she fought this health challenge, basically, and then she gave in. She had to vacate the body. But her spirit and her love remained untouched. Both women felt a profound sadness. Physical separation was inevitable, quietly but persistently approaching. Elizabeth's father, grieving in anticipation, grew even more distant. Wrapped in his solitude, her brother, living in Cali, sorry, excuse me. Ah, I'm so sorry. So both, Elizabeth's father, grieving in anticipation, grew even more distant, wrapped in his solitude. Her brother, living in California. So her brother had a young family, wife and two children were there, which were very young. So they were at a distance living there in California, but um, Elizabeth used to travel to Minnesota. Now, going down in the next para, masters. So she had no one with whom to share her fears and her pain. She did not want to burden her dying mother anymore than was absolutely necessary. So Elizabeth kept her despair inside, and each day felt increasingly heavy because of her mother, right? And there is also in this story, it is written that she was not able to share much with her male friends also, meaning that, she, because of all those things that happened in her childhood, that verbal abuse or mental harassment that she heard, and all those things that she saw, basically that also had an impact on Elizabeth and her mind, and how she can present herself in front of her male friends or male workers, right? So she has never spoken to anybody apart from her brother or her father, right? So it was really difficult. It takes so much out of a woman to be confident and go out in this business world and work, right? And represent herself and her work. It is not easy. And coming out from a broken family, basically, where fight and or arguments are very much going on every day. So again, here in the next paragraph, her mother was growing weaker, and her mother's resolve to stay longer also after some time diminished. So one day, as Elizabeth was in the hospital, so the small room crowded with family and visitors, her breathing became erratic. The urine tubes also showed no drainage, and her kidneys has had ceased to function. She lapsed into and out of consciousness. At one point, Elizabeth found herself alone with her mother, and at this point, her mother's eyes widened and she became lucid again. I won't leave you, her mother said in suddenly firm voice. I will always love you. So now this happened. She goes into coma after that. She lapsed into coma, and her respirations also became very erratic. So long stops and then sudden gasping. So she goes into coma, then comes out, and all those things were happening. So finally, soon she was gone, and Elizabeth felt a deep and gaping hole in her heart and in her life. She could actually feel a physical aching in her chest. So now, definitely, she misses the frequent phone calls with her mother. She tried calling her father, but how men are, as you all know, they talk less, and so we can't even talk to them. It's very difficult. So her father was also withdrawn, and he would talk very little, and the call would be over within a minute or two. Now he is also grieving, but how he's grieving, he's going into more isolation now. So brother is also in California with his wife and two young children. They were also devastated with mother's death, but they were busy with family and career. So now what started happening, Elizabeth started going into depression and increasingly significant symptoms. So she had problems sleeping at night, uh, and she would not be able to sleep properly, and she would be awakened early in the morning. Sometimes when you have tensions in your mind or some depression, what happens? You can't sleep, and you can't basically once you wake up after sleep, you in the early hours, wee hours, you will wake up because you can't sleep, right? So very similar to that. Now next paragraph, and she had lack of energy. She would not eat food, lack of enthusiasm, and she would not you know maintain those relationships. Her concentration abilities were also impaired. So before her mother's death, Elizabeth's anxiety consisted mainly of job stresses, deadlines, and difficult decisions. She was also anxious at times about her relationship with men. But after her mother's death, anxiety levels actually increased. Why anxiety? Why panicking? Think about it, masters. Okay, when you're reading these lines, think in what is happening to her, because Elizabeth's anxiety levels increased dramatically after the death. So I'm actually taking few sentences from between so that you can understand the main points, right? Elizabeth's anxiety levels increased dramatically after the death of her mother. She had lost her daily confidant and advisor, her closest friend. So she lost her primary source of guidance and support. Elizabeth felt disoriented, alone, and adrift. So then she calls Dr. Weiss for appointment, and she came to her. She goes to his office, and hoping to find a past life in which she had been together with her mother, or to contact her in a mystical experience. In books and lectures, Dr. Weiss have talked about people in meditative states having such mystical encounters with loved ones. Elizabeth had read her first book, first book, and she seemed aware of the possibility of these experiences. So, as people open up to the possibility, even the probability of life after the death of a physical body. So now here, basically encounters. Dr. Weiss is actually telling about mystical experiences in the dream time, as well as during meditation time. And it can be very vivid, just like picture, just like movie, and the feelings are also very, it feels very real, become, and sometimes you are given that information during dream time. So many people are being visited by their loved ones who have left or vacated their body recently. And what happens is they start getting that connection. They build that connection. You can see them. Or when someone goes or they are going to vacate their body, maybe parents or, someone, the grandparents would come and talk to you, because maybe you have the ability to see them, to talk to them. It's just a time to understand what they are talking, why they are coming to see you. Maybe they are going to tell you something. So that is what the mystical experiences is all about. So these revelations from spiritual visits are difficult to ascribe solely to imagination. I believe now that such new knowledge is obtained or visits are made not because people wish this to happen, not because they need it, but because this is way contacts are made. Now the spirit world is contacting the physical world people. Okay, so that is how the loved ones, they who go away, they make that contact with the physical being. Basically, I would say from their own family. Often the messages are very similar, especially in dreams. I'm all right. I'm fine. Take care of yourself. I love you. So these will be very general messages. So Elizabeth was hoping for some type of reunion or contact with her mother. So her heartache needed some balm to ease the constant pain. So more of her history emerged during the first session, but here Dr. Weiss is saying that Elizabeth had been married for a brief period of time to a local contractor who has two children. And later on, what happened, because there was no passion, he respected. It was not that passionate love or passionate marriage. It was out of respect, and she respected, and he used to take care of Elizabeth. So she thinks that, I can live that life. But here, what happens is, after some time, she finds that his husband is having an affair with someone else who is actually giving her who is giving him that excitement, that passion. So Elizabeth becomes very heartbroken. She leaves that man, but she's also sad to leave their children also, the two children. So it was the contractor's children, not her children, but she was taking care of them. So she really felt bad about it also. But then this is where I stopped reading after this. So when Elizabeth discovered that her husband was having an extramarital affair with someone who could provide more excitement and passion, she reluctantly left the relationship. She was sad about the breakup and sad to leave the two children, but she did not grieve because of the divorce. The loss of her mother was much more severe. Because of her physical beauty, Elizabeth found it easy to meet and date other men after the divorce. But none of these relationships had fire either. So how, like, maybe two or three, she went. Elizabeth began to doubt herself, to try to find where within herself the fault lay in her ability to establish good relationships with men. What is wrong with me? She would ask herself, and her self-esteem would dip another notch. Now, what is happening? The self-esteem, the confidence is going another notch, going down more, right? Now you are more anxious, you are less confident. Now you cannot, you become more anxious. So the barbed arrows of her father, painful criticisms during her childhood, had left wounds in her psyche. The failed relationships with men rubbed salt in these wounds. She began a relationship with a professor and a nearby university, but he could not commit to her because of his own fears. Even though there was a strong feeling of tenderness and understanding, and even though the two communicated very well, his inability to commit to a relationship and to trust. Now, what is happening? She cannot build that trust because she had been broken many times. This might have happened time and again. So she cannot trust this professor also. Okay, this is happening. So Definitely, they had strong feeling of tenderness and understanding in that relationship, but she could not communicate very well. Sorry, even though the two communicated very well, his inability to commit to a relationship and to trust his feelings doomed that relationship to a quite an unspectacular ending. So now, even the man was also not trustworthy. She could not trust that man, or the man also could not trust Elizabeth. Some months later, Elizabeth met and began dating a successful banker. Now there's a banker. She felt secure and protected in this relationship, even though once again the chemistry was limited. He, however, was strongly attracted to Elizabeth and became angry and jealous when she did not reciprocate with the kind of energy and enthusiasm that he expected. He began to drink more and he became physically abusive. Elizabeth left this relationship too. She had been quietly despairing of ever meeting a man with whom she could have a good and intimate relationship. She had thrown herself into her work, enlarging her firm, hiding behind the numbers and calculations and paperwork. Her relationships primarily consisted of business contacts, and even though from time to time a man would ask her out, Elizabeth would do something to discourage that interest before it grew into anything serious. Elizabeth was aware that her biological clock was ticking and she still hoped to meet the perfect man someday. But she had lost a great deal of confidence. The first therapy session, devoted to gathering historical information, formulating a diagnosis and therapeutic approach, and sowing the seeds of trust in our relationship, had ended. The ice had been broken, so I decided not to use Prozac or other antidepressants at this time. We would aim for a cure, not just the covering over of her symptoms. At the next session, 1 week later, we would begin the arduous journey back through time. So now here, the second chapter ends, Masters. Chapter 3 will take it tomorrow or on Monday. So anything anybody wishes to share or ask before we go into, the meditation? It's 9:06 at my end. So this is what I want to say to everyone. Just imagine, many people go through this kind of challenge in life or anxiety. They feel that depressive, uh, you know, moments. Not only moments, but I think some people, they live this depressing life because they are not in that state to even, they because they lost that confidence, they lost that liveliness time and again. Can anybody tell me why time and again this happened with um Elizabeth? Can anybody? Rani ji? Yeah. Oh, I see her. Yeah. Yes, Rani ji. Anybody else,
Hello, hello, Madhuji.
Hello, Rani ji.
Um, it's dark in here, that's why you cannot see my face. So, yeah, to answer your question, she is getting it again and again because so that the universe is trying to make her learn that lesson and to
Correct.
overcome it. Um, so that's why she's getting it again and again. It's just a indication that she has to learn how to overcome it because maybe that was her soul plan in
Mhm.
this lifetime to overcome it. So that's why she's getting it again and again. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but this is what I think.
Little right, yeah, not fully, but because it's just you answered half of the answer, but it is correct because she is brought in this lifetime to learn certain lesson. Her soul plan is to learn and get out of those fears, face that fear, and again, why this happens is because your energy is speaking for you. Your energy is speaking time and again for you, and you will actually go through these kind of same scenarios again and again until you face those fears. So today, really, I did not have read this. I read, but it was just the 2 pages. I read the last third page with you all, right? But the quote I chose, it was just it just hit me that I need to share this today. So I shared, but it is very similar to what we read, right? Very similar to. So until and unless we face our fears, we become confident, we become courageous, and we know which battles to choose and what to ignore. Till then, so what is happening with Elizabeth also? She knows how people are approaching her, what kind of people are approaching her, what she wants out of that relationship. Maybe looking at them, maybe she knows already that this won't work. or maybe she's fearful of what is going to happen, because she don't want that heartbreak again. So she discourages that. When somebody comes and they want to have a date with her, she will discourage that. She would say that, or maybe for certain people to start, she might not even initiate, she might not even help the other person. Sometimes you have to be in that feminine energy to go for that kind of date. But maybe she becomes more masculine at that time. She says that, no, I don't want to. Or maybe um, I would
What was
say
her fear? What was her fear here?
fear is about that she does not want to go through that breakage. She wants to trust. Maybe she feels that, the other person who is the man, whoever will be there in the relationship, uh, they should respect. Basically what she saw in her father is that her father is not respecting her mother. He is very angry, harsh, very stoical. Maybe he would say only two words, and he would tell women to conform to his way of doing things. So whatever she had seen, and the way he had lived his life, her father, and how he wanted his Elizabeth's brother to conform to whatever he says. So maybe Elizabeth did not like all those things. There was no respect for for his father, but as a father, she respected. But still, somehow that love quotient was not there. Love was not there in the relationship. She felt that her father does not love anyone, and because of his nature, so the fear that now maybe the other man, whoever is going to come into his life, will also be just like his father. So she does not want to. So she does not choose love here. She chooses respect. She chooses care, because she was not cared for at that time, which the care she needed. She thought that, more than love, I need respect. That is the fear. But here is,
Mhm.
that is the twist of fate, that, many people know. I would let me rephrase that. Many people know that love is there, love should be there. But what do we do? Many people choose respect and care, and that is why we get married. That makes sense, right? So
Yeah, but even after getting married, we don't get it.
that's what I
That's a
said.
different
Let
thing.
me rephrase it. See, many people will be there who will vouch for what I said. Okay. I can't go and say this to everyone
Yeah.
to point out. I don't want to point out. We
Yeah.
all know that. But the point is, we do this because we want respect and care. But because this is not, how to say, this is not a the proper word are not coming. Anyhow, this is not a issue that should be spoken about in our lives, but this issue comes from our parents, grandparents. The issue was there, and now it is just being brought up. We are also grown now. We also went through the same thing, same teaching, same rituals, and culture, everything. We have been cultured that way. We have learned through what our parents did, even their parents did, basically our grandparents did. So whatever was given, shown, brought up, that is how we have lived our lives, and now we are giving the same thing to our children. So we really need to, um, like how they say, we have to nip in the bud. As soon as that thing grows, we have to just nip that. But how to do that? Because we have never been given this knowledge, but now we are gaining this knowledge. Once we are learning by reading stuff or learning this soul wisdom, we are getting to this. Okay, we don't need to do this. Mostly relationships break because there is no love, no passion, right? The chemistry is not there. We sometimes, respect is definitely very important, but for how long? Sometimes, everyone in this 3D materialistic life, people search for the passion, the love, the chemistry is not there. And that, because, and apart from this, now another level higher, I would say, we have come here alone and we'll go alone. But still, why do we search love? Thing to think about, right? Anyhow, thank you, Rani ji. Yes, Shilam ji.
Thank you, Vidhuji.
It's a very, very beautiful book. And this thing, what my personal listing would be, Madhuji, In every relationship, it's the faith that is the most important. You know, each one comes in your life to use you in some way or other. And when the truth is understood, the faith is not there, then the relationship tends to sort of go into doubt. Doubt will never bring love. A mother sincerely loves her child. She will not try to do something or be unfaithful to the child, but would guide in the right way. So the confidence Elizabeth had in her mother and the comfort she enjoyed because she didn't have to think twice when she had to tell anything to her mother.
Yes, yes, and that is the trust
So the
that,
trust and faith is the one word in every relationship.
yes,
But
but
trust,
also love. Love
uh,
is very important. If you
no,
really love that person, pardon?
see, love comes automatically, but your love gets shaken when the faith is or the truth is broken.
Definitely, no doubt about it. But here, one more point. So if there is love in that relationship, that relationship will continue further. But if that love goes away, definitely the trust can be broken. Where you trust, see, trust is how to say, you might trust a person, but the place where you are trusting, maybe that person is does not respect or does not love. That love is not there. But out of love, you do out of certain things out of love. But if both the people are loving each other and the trust is also there, definitely that relationship continues. But if you still make mistake in that love, but love can still forgive you. Love
Yeah,
will always forgive you.
forgive for once or twice, but when it
But not
repeats,
always. Yeah, then that is not love because
I
see,
said,
yeah,
it's a relationship between the husband and wife or true friends or even parents. If they
yeah,
start telling, by first it goes by mistake. So
yeah.
the love excuses. Then
Anyhow,
it feels once I've told, what is there if I tell again? Now 2, 3 times, then the whole thing goes.
yeah.
The whole thing is your
Yes, we
complete
will
trust.
actually will come around that maybe we will see what how this book goes. I haven't read, so I don't know,
No,
and
this
I
is what
can't help you
is
further.
the relationship.
Yeah,
But I just want to say, but with fear we live was a feeling I was telling. When I joined the hospital, there was an Egyptian consultant who used to humiliate us so much because of his Arabic tongue and
I
in front of Arabic patients.
I
Though
know.
we know we are right, we could not argue with him.
You
So
know why? Have you ever thought why?
no, because there is no point arguing, and we were brought up such a way not to argue with our seniors or our
That is
elders.
why, yes, that is why. Because see, I'm right now, I should not share this, but I'm seeing a Turkish series now. It's really, really very, how to say. Normally, I don't watch TV, don't do drama, all those things, nothing. But this was so good that I saw it on YouTube and I started following, and then I started watching on TV. Anyhow, the thing that I understood from those series were that till today, till now, it's a male world, so they don't want the females to go out in public, and they want women to conform to what they say. They don't want their wives to work for other men, and also they don't want, like, they would like their wives to behave in a certain way. And not only wives, but even women, they won't do the business with women. They don't, they would not like that. It's liking, man to man. They would like to do the business with man to man. But here in our world, in India or anywhere in US, it's like both. I would not say that everywhere it's equality, but still, still we can work here in US. It's very easy working here, together. Still, it's a male world, I would say, till now,
But you
but
know what?
more there.
It used
Anyhow,
to happen only mainly from Indians. The Egyptian doctors used to give him back. So he stopped sort of nubbing them in front of patients.
it depends,
You
depends,
know,
and yeah, many things. But I'm just saying that
no, I'm just saying my experience of what I saw. But still, I could not do that, though they told me, you should not, if you should argue. I said, no, I will not. He is supposed to be more knowledgeable, and I'm not here
definitely you did good. But I don't know the rules, norms.
to took its own toll. He was asked to resign. But his knowledge was zero. They say, no. A
Yeah, definitely. If knowledge is zero, nobody
no,
is going to listen
pot
to you.
not full makes noise. A pot which is really full, we learn to understand.
Yeah.
So it was that. Thanks,
Yeah.
Madhuji.
Thank you so much. Yeah, because time is running up, we have to meditate. So just yes, Nina ji, go ahead, please.
I think my point is covered, but I just want to add, like, yes,
Uh-huh.
her childhood trauma
Uh-huh.
was had a big impact for her, like,
Yes, always.
relationship, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So definitely the childhood had a great impact on Elizabeth because see her confidence levels were down. She became
right,
anxious. She cannot go in front of other men and she feels that maybe they might see something wrong in her. So she time and again sees that there might be something wrong in her. She is not feeling worthy of herself. And that is
right,
also is making her not choose good relationships. She is looking for trust, faith, or she is looking for respect. But what she needs to look for that somebody who loves her unconditionally, somebody who
hmm,
can see her, see her in both ways, like good or bad, whatever. Like if she is very good, that other person can actually respect and understand her flaws as well and love her with flaws as well. So that
right.
is what we need to everyone needs to think. Now here comes the morality also in our 3D world, but the the higher dimensions or the masters, they always say that, or the spirit world, they say, also this wonderful book, The Laws of the Spirit World, if you start reading that book, you will also get this answer that we are so dumb, that we think that the morality of this 3D world is actually stopping us. It's not good. But the point is, definitely, due to some reasons, it's not good because then it would go on to another level. But here, they are saying that if really you love someone, then this 3D rules and regulations does not work. That is what. So I still need to read more so that I can give you those answers. But still, it is about love. Here, reunited with love. Two soulmates are reuniting. That is what they're saying. Let's see. Let's see how the story unfolds. So anyhow, thank you, Meena ji. Thank you so much. Um, yes. So, masters, let's go and sit into meditation. Sit cross-legged and like sitting like this, cross-legged. Don't try to pressurize your feet. Just you can keep your feet like this, side by side and little cross. Hands clasped, fingers into fingers, masters, closing your eyes. We are on to 9:21 at my side. So at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes of meditation. So today the meditation might go long. So let's sit for 40 minutes. Close your eyes, masters. I'm going to share music now today. Drink some water if you feel. If you're feeling thirsty, go ahead and drink. If not, still drink a little bit so that your energy is shared all throughout your body in a nice way. 1 second. Yeah. So masters, relax your body from head to toe. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your time in relaxing each and every part of your brain region, head region, neck region, relaxing your shoulders, hands, arms, and going down, relaxing your chest, upper back, middle back, lower back. Breathing in into your heart and lungs. Let each and every breath be your guide, masters. Every breath is highly important. Every second that you breathe in with this rhythm that you are connecting with your own self, taking each and every breath with a particular rhythm, taking 5 to 6 seconds to breathe in and taking the same amount of time to breathe out. So relaxing your gut region, your stomach, your reproductive parts, and relaxing your large intestine, connecting with your breath energy, expanding and contracting your stomach muscles as you inhale and exhale. Breathing into your hips, thighs, knees, going down. As you breathe, breathe in into your veins, arteries, bones, and bone marrow. Feel everywhere that your breath is moving from head to toe. Inhaling and exhaling, every cell receives this blissful energy. As you inhale and exhale, you enter a state of calm and peace. Your energies become more blissful. So as you inhale, inhale from head to toe, and now ground your energies, masters. Every breath is highly important. Every second is highly important. And this is your me time. You take your time, inhale and exhale. There is no rush. Grounding your energies with Mother Earth. And now just bring your attention back to your third eye region, the area between the two eyebrows, or onto your higher mind, the edge of your hairline, the top part of your forehead, or you can breathe in and keep your attention focus on the nasal frontal part where you start breathing in and out. So let us listen to the music and meditate, masters. No more guidance. Just breathe in and become one. Breathe in, breathe out, and let there be no separation of incoming and outgoing breath. Start becoming one and go deeper with every breath. Make your body steady and keep your vision steady, focused at one focal point. Be with your breath, masters. Use every second to go deeper and more deeper and become one with your in-breath, out-breath. my dear masters. Now, very slowly, let us all come back into our body's consciousness. We still have 8 minutes to go, so take your time. Don't rush. Just breathe in and breathe out, and take your time. Slowly and steadily, as you are returning into your body's consciousness, start feeling your body from head to toe. Start feeling and sensing your feet, your toes, your soles, going up into your spine, into your arms, your hands, breathing in and slowly and steadily breathing out. My dear masters, now very slowly and steadily, Let us all take our time and return to this body consciousness. Let's straighten up our spine, neck, and head, giving thanks to Mother Earth and Father Universe, giving thanks to our own wonderful energies, breath energy, as well as the life force energy, cosmic energy, giving thanks and gratitude to all the masters, meditators, and as you return back, let us unclasp our hands and fingers and keep them on our eyes for 5 seconds, masters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So taking your time very slowly, coming out, opening your eyes, hug yourself, give a pat on your back, masters. I am love. Within me and around me is love. I am a peaceful, powerful, healthy, vibrant soul. I am a peaceful, powerful human being. I am a loving, compassionate, kind human being. Whatever I do it with love, peace, and happiness. In all my workings, in all my doings, in all my giving and receiving, I work with love, peace, and happiness. Within me, around me is love. Thank you so much, Masters. I hope you all had a wonderful time during meditation, lots of energies. So, we also are very near to Purnima, so full moon meditation will be there. But as you know, we will definitely keep something for the Purnima days. I'm not sure, but yes, the Purnima meditations will go in the Hindi session as well as English. But if not, do your own meditation, masters, because till Friday we have class, Saturday, Sunday we take off, right? So, but yeah, let me know, whatever the case may be, we will be doing our own meditation, yeah, maybe with our own self or with the group, whatever, wherever, but do it, okay, masters? So, if anyone has any questions or any experiences to share at this time, you can raise, otherwise, we can end the session. It's already time, but yeah. And for people who have joined this wonderful book, if anyone wishes to read, I have created a group for the Swadhyay, basically only love is real. So if you happen to, or if you want to do the Swadhyay, you can start joining, and everyone will get 1 day to read it, okay? To read or to share. If you have read, wonderful. Try to read it and share the gist of the book. That will also help. So, any questions so far, masters? Anything that you want to ask, share, or any experiences to share? Okay, then I take it that no one has any questions, no experiences to share. Wonderful. Today I'm also sleepy. I'm yawning now. So let's end the session today, masters. And may we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we be abundant, prosperous, and may we meditate regularly, daily with our own energies as well as with groups' energies. Let's teach meditation to others, help not only others but us as well. So awaken your own self and awaken others as well. Ascend every now and then, become enlightened, but take your own time to change yourself. Because if you need that change, if you want that change, if you want to see that change, try to change yourself. Once you start changing yourself, everything will change. The world will change. So take your own time, masters. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. If you are from India, if you are from US, have a good night, masters. Stay happy, stay healthy and vibrant. Thank you, masters. Thank you. Ending the session. For people, gratitude, Ashaji. Gratitude, everyone.